Hey ladies, welcome to the Leading Moms Conference. And I'm so sad that I couldn't be there, but grateful that you're watching this. So if you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Heather Chauvin, founder of Mom is in Control. And I wanted to talk a little bit about self-care, but also overscheduling and how we as women can kind of take back control of how we want to feel in our lives. And so my brand is called Mom is in Control. And when I started this whole movement, it was simply because I felt out of control in my life as a mother and a business owner. I have 3 boys. They're 13, 8, and 6, I believe, right now. And 5 years ago, I was doing everything that I was taught to do by society as a woman. And I was hustling and I was go. And I had this long to-do list of, all of these obligations and things I had to get done in my business and my personal life. And right, we all think there's not enough time in the day. So what I found myself was my health was deteriorating. And again, not having time for myself, I just kept putting myself at the bottom of the to-do list. And because I did that, what I didn't know was there was cancer in my body. And by the time I let it go, to the point that it went to my abdomen was swollen, and people were starting to ask me if I was pregnant, which is completely awful and embarrassing to admit. Because I was in this denial and adrenal fatigue and constantly in a state of fear of like, not enough. I need to do more. I need to push. I finally broke down, and my aha moment was when I literally went to the emergency room, did a CT and blood work, and on the spot they told me I had cancer. And through that, discovered that it was stage 4. So that was my huge wake-up call. My TEDx talk is called Dying to Be a Good Mother. And what I teach women is that we do have control over how you want to feel in your life. And so for you, my message today is, what is it that you want? Why are you here? Why are you at this conference? What are you seeking in your life? What do you want? And how do you want to feel? And I think it's really important to realize that we do have the time. We have the time to put ourselves first. The thing that always gets in the way is the emotions and the stories that we have from how we were parented and how, what society's telling us, and we're not really thinking for ourselves. And so when I took a stand and I said, this is not how I want to feel in my life, what I was doing was actually taking a stand for my mental health. I was actually taking a stand for the mental health of my children and taking a stand for you, for your mental health as well. Something I'm a huge advocate of is mental wellness. We're all taught that we need to exercise and eat our vegetables, but there's so much stigma around, how do we mentally prepare ourselves? How do we mentally allow ourselves to feel stronger? So I am a huge advocate of meditation. I'm a huge advocate of journaling. I'm a huge advocate of mindfulness. And these are tools and strategies that have drastically shifted how I parent. I'm even teaching these strategies to my kids. So just remember, creating space for yourself is a great thing. And that you could start with something small, right? Staying in the car for an extra 5 minutes when you pull into the driveway. Or maybe when you're about to go grocery shopping or running some other errands, you just sit in the car for a few minutes and sit in silence. Realizing that we do have the space for ourselves, but we have to stop the stories that are in our mind and ask ourselves, how can I turn this around? I was also asked to speak a little bit about scheduling and how we overschedule ourselves and how we overschedule our children. And I personally believe that this is a silent epidemic going on, and we're buying into do more. But the truth is, less is more. So something that I did was kind of like a time, what do you call it? A time log type deal, sitting down with my husband and the kids and going, what do we want to do? How do you guys feel when you're rushing off the bus and then it's get in the car and we got to go somewhere else? If I'm screaming and yelling at my children, that is not in alignment. So I always say, welcome to the Crazy Club, where you're going to feel different because you're a trailblazer. You're here to make a difference. So what's one thing that you can say no to that does not light you up? And you're like, why do we do this to ourselves, right? Why do we have the children in this activity? Remember, you are the teacher. You are the teacher. And I remember many times in my parenting career, per se, in the last 13 years, when I said, I need to become the person that I most desire my children to be. Too often we're talking and telling our children and everybody else how to live their life, but we're not actually becoming that person. And that is where the uncomfortable magic happens. So remember, moms, you do have control, and you have more time than you give yourself credit for. And the more you feel in alignment, and the more you become the person that you want to be, not who everybody else wants you to be, that is when everything that you desire starts to come towards you. So thank you guys so much for being here. And I am so actually very upset that I couldn't be in that room and learning more about you guys and giving you hugs. But yeah, check me out, Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com, and the podcast, which is called Mom is in Control. You so got this. You're here for a reason. You're on a mission. You know what you need to do. Be that trailblazer that your soul wants you to be. See you guys later.